There's a reason why so many of us feel stuck or overwhelmed when faced with big decisions about our future. For a long time, I thought that the path to success was all about careful planning, endless preparation, and waiting for the perfect moment. I used to think that if I just took enough time to weigh every option, research every possibility, and avoid making mistakes, everything would fall into place. But the truth is, the moment that truly shapes your entire future often comes down to a decision you make in just 5 seconds. If someone told me that my life's trajectory was determined by how I reacted in the very first 5 seconds of opportunity or fear, I wouldn't have believed it. But it's true, and I'm going to share why that's the case and what you can do about it starting right now. Here's the thing. I spent years stuck in analysis paralysis because I thought that rushing a decision was reckless. I would overthink, overanalyze, and then, ironically, freeze. The crazy part, all the chances I missed or messed up because I hesitated cost me far more than any rash choice could have. Everything changed when I realized that in those first 5 seconds, the way I responded wasn't just a fleeting moment, it determined my mindset and the direction that followed. It wasn't about being impulsive. It was about breaking the cycle of fear and inertia before doubt set in. But at first, I resisted this idea because it felt like trusting my gut would mean risking failure. Yet once I understood that hesitation breeds regret and indecision, I learned to embrace that 5-second window as a crucial turning point in every part of life. Whether it was introducing myself to someone new, jumping on a career opportunity, or changing a habit. Let me give you an example from when I was trying to get healthier. For years, I struggled with staying consistent with exercise. Every time I'd tell myself I'd start tomorrow or wait until the right mood kicked in, I was actually stealing those critical first moments when momentum could have been built. One day, I challenged myself to press play on my workout video within 5 seconds of thinking about it. That tiny decision completely rewired my brain, because the longer I waited, the more excuses piled up. The result was that my workouts went from occasional to consistent in just 3 weeks. Scientific studies back this up too. Research shows that people who take immediate action when forming new habits are more likely to stick with them long term. Imagine it like catching a wave. You either paddle fast and ride the wave, or wait too long and miss it completely. So the next time you think about making a change, try this now. The moment the thought comes to act, count down 5 seconds and do it. Another moment where this 5-second decision reshaped my life was in confronting fear. I used to avoid tough conversations at work or with friends because I convinced myself that waiting for the perfect words or timing was safer. The problem was that silence dragged me deeper into anxiety and misunderstandings. At a certain point, I decided to test this 5-second rule in social situations. The next time I felt that knot of fear tightening, I counted backward from 5 and forced myself to speak up or walk into the room. What happened was incredible. Most of the time, the fear was way worse in my head than in reality, and people actually appreciated the honesty or courage. More importantly, every time I chose action quickly, it dismantled the power fear had over me. I know it seems tough at first and maybe even reckless, but trying this for just a week can shift your courage muscle, and courage is like a snowball. Once it starts rolling, it grows bigger on its own. Now here's the challenge. Why does this 5-second decision work so well? Because your brain's habit loops are designed to jump to default behaviors, often driven by comfort and fear. Waiting longer means your mind starts talking you out of the decision, flooding you with doubts and what-ifs. When you act immediately, you disrupt that loop before the negative voice gets louder. It's like deciding whether to jump into a cold pool. The first 5 seconds are the hardest, but once you're in, it gets easier. The other key is that taking quick action builds momentum. So many times, I noticed that fast action wasn't just about the immediate result, but about stepping into a new identity. For example, every time I said yes within 5 seconds to challenges or opportunities, I reminded myself that I'm the kind of person who takes action, not the one who freezes. That mindset triggered a ripple effect, making me more confident and less prone to procrastination overall. More importantly, if you start small, saying yes to micro decisions like responding instantly to emails or making your bed right away, you reprogram your brain to see action as the default. I want to be clear, it's not about rushing into every big life choice on impulse, but it is about using that 5-second window to decide to start, to take the first step, so you prevent hesitation from sabotaging your future. Imagine your future self standing on a doorstep. Every confident yes you say within 5 seconds is you, opening the door a little wider, letting in opportunities and growth. Every no or delay tightens that door shut, closing off possibilities before they even arrive. So try this for a day or two. Keep a mental countdown from 5 to 1, and whenever you feel resistance, take that step right away. Whatever it is, send that message, pick up the phone, start that task. Notice how it feels different. The crazy part, just that quick action rewires your emotional response and rewrites your story. To wrap this up, the 5-second decision isn't some magic trick. It's a simple, powerful tool that helped me break out of fear, procrastination, and stuckness, shaping a future I once thought was out of reach. The biggest lesson is that your future isn't a far-off, mysterious place. It's being created right now in seconds. Choose what resonates most with you from this. Maybe it's taking those critical 5 seconds to start your day positively, or standing up for yourself faster, or saying yes to growth opportunities immediately. What's one 5-second decision you could start making today that would change your life? I'd love to hear your answer below because we're all in this journey together. If this spoke to you, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep exploring these real, actionable truths about how to live better, starting right now. Remember, sometimes the biggest moves come from the smallest windows of time. 5 seconds can change everything.